Welcome to Friends and Fiction. 4 New York Times bestselling authors, endless stories. Novelists Mary Kay Andrews, Kristin Harmel, Kristy Woodson Harvey, and Patti Callahan Henry are 4 longtime friends with more than 70 published books between them. Together, they host Friends and Fiction, with author interviews and fascinating insider talk about publishing and writing, to highlight and support independent bookstores. They discuss the books they've written, the books they're reading now, and the art of storytelling. If you love books and you're curious about the writing world, you're in the right place.
Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday night, but not just any Wednesday night. This is the launch episode for my new book, Bright Lights, Big Christmas, which just came out this week. Yay! And that means it's time for another installment of Friends and Fiction Theater. You asked, we deliver.
Always.
Did they
Always.
Yes.
Did they?
Pretend like
again. Switch channels.
Okay. We've got so much fun in store for you. So let's get rolling. As you might have guessed, I'm Mary Kay Andrews.
I'm Kristin Harmel.
I'm Kristy Woodson Harvey.
I am Patti Callahan Henry.
I'm Meg Walker.
And I'm Ron Block.
Okay, but what are our reindeer names, though? I feel like that's like important.
Yes.
Dasher,
Nice.
Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet.
Vixen.
Cupid.
Comet. You're
Oh, wait,
Vixen.
we
Meg,
know who
for
Vixen
sure.
is.
Ron is Ron the Ref.
Ref Ron.
Yeah, Ref Ron. This is Friends and Fiction, 4 New York Times bestselling authors, endless stories to support authors, indie bookstores, and libraries. Tonight, we're going to be playing a little thing I like to call reindeer games in celebration of as again, I'm just going to say it 15, 20 times tonight, Bright Lights, Big Christmas.
Oh, but before we get started, I wanted to remind you to check out all the pieces of our Friends and Fiction community at friendsandfiction.com. There you will find links to everything Friends and Fiction, our weekly Friday podcast that drops on all major podcast platforms, our bookshop.org page, which supports indie bookstores, and where our books and books from our guests are available at a discount, our weekly email newsletter, and our Friends and Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa.
That's right. And the Friends and Fiction official book club's October selection is The Followers. So mark your calendars for Monday, October 16th at 7 p.m. when Brenda and Lisa will be meeting on their separate Facebook page for their live online discussion with author Brady Godfrey. Brady Godfrey. Brady, all of a sudden I had this like total coughing fit and I'm talking like I...
Okay, glad you're okay.
I thought you were getting
I'm
choked
good.
up.
I know, she's so
Very
emotional
emotional.
about Brady
That's
Godfrey.
the book club.
Book club. About the book club.
No, I was laughing so hard about our reindeer names that I had a little moment.
We might have
Had a moment.
to have Sean flash them across the bottom of our things.
I know.
Ah.
And our Friday podcast for last week has dropped. Patti and Ron talked to Ruth Watson about her historical novel, A Right-Worthy Woman. And coming this Friday, Ron and I will talk to Melinda Taub about her amazing new novel, The Scandalous Confessions of Lydia Bennet Witch, which is a reimagining of Pride and Prejudice told from the perspective of the youngest Bennet sister.
All right, y'all. Mary Kay, congratulations on your pub day yesterday. I remember.
We can do like jingles.
Oh, yeah.
I can anyway. I don't know if y'all have that.
Congratulations on your pub day yesterday. We all know, because we've been with you on this ride, how much work and planning goes into not only the book, but the book launches. So tell us about what you have coming up on your book tour and where everyone can find you and find us with you.
Absolutely. First, I want to thank everybody out there who pre-ordered a copy of my book ahead of its on-sale date. You all know how important those early sales mean to a book's early trajectory. Look how I said that hard word. That's a good
I
word.
told you no hard words today.
It means a lot. So thank you. And as for my tour, the best place to find all the deets on my ongoing big ass traveling roadshow, on my website at marykandrews.com under upcoming events. And there you'll find my full book tour listed out with all the various ticketing links for each event. Now, Meg will be traveling with me and keeping my head on straight. And speaking of head, she has to make sure the back of my hair isn't flat because this is a very serious issue with me.
It's one of my top job descriptions.
It's actually a job for all of us when we're together. It's a joint job.
Definitely studied that in college, picking out your client's hair.
Yeah. Do you carry one of those picks in your pocket? You know,
I'm gonna
like
get one.
in high school, you know how you had a.
Meg, tell them where everything is happening because I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll tell them. Tomorrow, Thursday, September 27th. Is that the 27th? 28th? What are the dates? You're in Greenville, South Carolina on Thursday for a doubleheader with M. Judson's. On Friday, you've got another doubleheader with a luncheon in Myrtle Beach hosted by Litchfield Books and an evening event at Silver Coast Winery in Sunset Beach, North Carolina with Pelican Books. And then Saturday, you'll be in Wilmington, North Carolina at a Barnes & Noble. And then Sunday, October 1st is the big tea party fundraiser for St. Vincent's Academy in Savannah. The tickets are still on sale for that, so act fast. It's going to be a great afternoon at the stunningly beautiful Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist. If you've seen any pictures of Savannah or ever been to Savannah, you know the church we're talking about. But they have a brand new event space, and it's beautiful. And this event's a perfect chance to go get to see it. So on from there, you have stops in New Jersey, Maryland, Virginia, Alabama, South Carolina, West Virginia, even a November stint in California with stops in LA, San Diego, and Palm Springs.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
It's a lot.
I
guys.
know. I'm tired for you.
Just
Well,
go
I
to the
think I
website.
speak. Oh, yeah, exactly. You can find all of that at marykandrews.com. So I think I speak for all of us when I say we are so excited for the next Friends in Fiction Live event coming up on Wednesday, October 4th. All six of us, Mary Kay, me, Kristy, Patti, plus Ron and Meg, will all be on stage together at Carroll Community College in Westminster, Maryland. You can get your tickets from the indie bookstore, A Likely Story, but make sure to act fast because they are almost sold out and we don't want you to miss out. We would love to see you there.
Yes.
Okay. Enough of that. It's time. It is time to get these reindeer games underway.
All right.
As you
I'm
might
kind of
have
nervous.
noticed-
I'm a little sweaty.
You should be.
Will there be singing?
I'm nervous.
Just you, Kristin. You have a solo. You have a solo.
You can
Okay,
sing
as you
your
might
answers.
tell from all my finery, I'm going to be the referee this evening. I tried to be as mean as the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer coach who put everybody through their paces, but I couldn't do
It
it.
was me.
I couldn't. But anyway, so I expect all of you on the screen to behave this evening. We expect you to honor the tradition of the reindeer games because you've all been to reindeer school. You know how it goes. And also respect the sanctity of Reindeer Stadium. Let's keep it clean, ladies.
You don't have to
Or
talk to
not, or not.
us.
That was a dare.
Not only that, but you don't have to tell us that. I think the head of it all needs to have a little
Guest of
chat.
honor.
The sparkling
Guest of honor,
Christmas
best
tree
keep
up
it
in
clean.
the corner. Yeah.
Well, as your MC, I will be asking a series of multiple choice questions. Each contestant here on the screen has cards marked A, B, C, and D. We ask each on-screen contestant to log their answers by holding up their cards. Ron will reveal the correct answer after Patti, Kristy, and Kristin log their responses. Contestants, please hold your cards up until all points are tallied. There's a lot of
Do I
rules,
have
you
to
guys.
add and subtract?
No. Do
Okay.
you?
A
No.
little, just a little.
I think
Scorekeeper, right?
MKA
I actually
is
think
gonna-
she does.
Yeah, MKA
I'll
is
back
gonna
you up.
The answer, not the referee is going to say who earns the point, right?
Okay.
I don't know. Our judges are a little slow in the uptake. Ron and I are disqualified from play, but fair warning: Ron has a whistle and he's not afraid.
Oh,
to
so
use
do I.
it. Uh-oh.
Ah,
I knew those were going to backfire.
2 whistles
Bad
on the
idea,
field.
I'll keep it
bad
quiet.
idea.
Wait.
We encourage
Offside.
everyone out there. Oh, who'd we lose?
She just left in a rage.
She was
Such
done.
a poor sport.
She has had
Really?
it. She's had
I
it.
mean, yeah.
You bring out an extra
No,
whistle.
I
Okay.
Yay.
Okay, we encourage everybody out there in TV land to play along in the comments. Are we ready? Let the
We're
games
ready.
Born
begin.
ready.
Okay, question 1. What Christmas song became the first song ever broadcast from space? Was it A, Santa Baby, B, Jingle Bells, C, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, or D, the Chipmunks sing Christmas Don't Be Late?
I have no idea, so I just wanted the most ridiculous.
Okay, MKA, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is Jingle Bells.
Oh.
B, Jingle
That's
Bells.
such an obvious choice, and that's why I didn't choose it. 'cause
I
was
know.
like-
I was like, they probably thought it was
This is-
funny to do grandma.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, this is a trick question.
Okay, so
who are-
Kristen gets a point.
Kristen's on the board.
Kristen's
Woo!
on the board.
Woohoo.
Okay, question 2. Are we ready? When
Yeah.
was the first Christmas tree lit up in Rockefeller Center? Was it A, 1933, B, 1962, C, 1956, or D, 1947?
This is hard, but you got to go with your gut and multiple choice. Don't change
You
your
do.
answer.
You do.
A,
Yes.
A is correct. Actually,
Yes.
the Rockefeller Center workers pulled their money and put up the Christmas tree themselves. Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
I
that's
love
cool.
that.
I never knew that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
The
so
more you know.
Patty and Kristen get points. Is that correct?
Great.
No, Kristy and Kristen.
Patty's
I
yet
got
to be on the board.
0.
This is
Patty's
a
got a
hard
big fat
fit.
womp
We're rooting
womp.
for you.
I just only got lucky.
Thank you, Meg. I know Meg's rooting for me, but I'm letting everybody down. Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Question 3. Are we ready? Miracle on 34th Street starred which child star? A, Elizabeth Taylor, B, Haley Mills, C, Natalie Wood, or D, Annette Funicello?
I feel like I would have heard about this at some point in my
Wait, what was the
Christmas
question?
career.
34.
Miracle on 34th Street starred which child star?
Ooh.
Do we have 3 different
we got-
answers?
No,
two.
Oh, we have
We
2
got
Natalie
two.
Woods
Chris,
and 1 Elizabeth
Kristen
Taylor.
and Patty.
Okay.
Hey, Patty's on the board.
I've seen
oh
that.
my gosh.
I've seen that movie like a million times, and I was like, but I don't. Isn't that terrible?
Haley Mills is too young.
Yeah, I knew it
I mean,
wasn't
I don't-
Haley Mills.
So
It
Kristen
was,
got it right too. Is that correct?
and I have to say, my initial instinct was C, but then I had that little like, so you don't change your.
See,
Don't
Don't
question yourself.
Don't change your answer.
Just go with what feels right.
Mhm.
That's correct.
everyone's behaving so well. There's very little referee involvement.
I know. This is like
Okay. Question number 4. What is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time? Was it A, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, B, Home Alone, C, Frosty the Snowman, or D, Bad Santa? God help us all.
Wow.
It's Bad Santa.
oh.
Everybody.
Whoa!
Boo.
Everybody's
Whoa!
Boo.
Yeah.
That is
Exactly.
really a remarkable.
Yeah, it was
choice.
actually the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and I think that's probably because it's been shown so often.
Oh yeah,
I had
Yeah.
that, and then
Okay. Okay, so here was my reasoning behind why
That's
it
what that
couldn't be that. Because there's so many different versions.
I wonder if they.
Oh, that's a
compiled
good
them.
point. Yeah. Oh, maybe.
it must have added them all together.
Raph,
Possibly.
we want that question thrown out.
Sorry, you're offsides. I'm going to deduct a point from you.
I would like to talk to the proctor. Thank you.
Do not. Do not.
Since when do
do not
players on
challenge.
the field get whistles?
Since they
They
bought
have
them
a
for a
box
previous
of-
launch party.
Since they bought
Yeah.
them, yeah.
They have a box of 25 still left in their closet.
It's
Oh
like
my
a
God.
bridesmaid's dress. It's good you get to use it again and again, which is
Exactly.
what everybody
Over.
wants.
Yes.
All launches henceforth shall have whistles.
I'll be.
Okay. Okay. Question 5. In Home Alone, which kid wet the bed? Was it A, Buzz, B, Jeff, C, Fuller, or D, Peter?
I actually have no
I have
idea.
zero idea. None of these names.
I
even-
am 100% positive it was full.
Wow.
I think Kristy
Yep,
has
Kristy
that
got it.
correct.
Cool. I have no
I
idea. I don't know who
remember
those people
that.
are.
Yeah, I mean, if you've watched Home Alone as many times as I have, you know that by heart. Okay, now bonus points if anybody knows who was the actor who played the bedwetter.
I don't even remember anybody wetting the bed, so I'm out on that one.
Kristy, you remember that?
Sean knows.
I know.
Tell us, Sean.
Yeah,
Tell us,
him,
Sean. Prove
Type it
it.
in the chat, Sean.
Prove you know.
Put it across the bottom. He does.
Oh,
He's
he
buffing.
doesn't know.
He doesn't really
Oh,
know.
It's
No,
the brother of Elijah Wood. No.
It's the brother of somebody, but it's not the
It's
brother
Kieran
of Elijah Wood.
Colton, who
Oh,
was
no
Macaulay
way.
Culkin's little brother.
Culkin.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh,
Really?
Kieran Culkin.
Sean.
Oh, I didn't know he was
Sean.
in it. That's cute. I had no
Damn
idea.
I didn't know either until I was doing extensive research, i.e., not writing the book. So now I know that.
That's good.
All right.
That is
MK or
funny.
Ron, do we
No
know
points
where
for
we-
Sean either.
Good call.
He's like, damn it. Yes.
Where do we stand in the points? You know?
We are. This is the recap where we are. Patty has 1 point. Kristy has 2 points. Kristen has 3 points.
Oh, well. Okay,
Kristen's
let's
in the
go on.
lead.
I promise it's all going to be downhill from here. I think I started strong, but yeah.
All right, question 6.
I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to make up for your faith in me, Meg.
You can
Good.
do it.
Okay.
I have faith in
I
you.
believe in you.
Okay, thank you.
What is the best-selling Christmas single of all time? Is it A, All I Want for Christmas Is You, B, White Christmas, C, Blue Christmas, or D, Jingle Bell Rock?
God, this is so hard because it could definitely be all of them.
Mhm.
Is there an all of the above?
Do you guys know that Chubby did a version of Jingle Bell Rock?
Mm-hmm.
There
I
is a
did
Chubby
not.
Checker version of Jingle Bell Rock. There is.
I'm going to just go for the one I hear nonstop.
Everybody's going Mariah Carey.
Wow. Wah, wah.
It's not
Wait,
right. Oh
Raph,
my gosh.
Raph, I'm sorry. There is a Cody Rigsby Christmas Peloton ride where he says All I Want for Christmas Is You is the best-selling Christmas single of all time.
You better
Well-
check his trivia with Mary Kay Andrews.
Tell Cody to call me up and we'll talk about it.
The problem is that,
among other things.
Bing Crosby recorded White Christmas in first, I think, in the 40s. So that's why it's the
Oh.
cumulative,
Gotcha.
Yeah, Mariah's been singing that All I Want for Christmas Is You nonstop. And by the way, there is a mention of that song in Bright Lights Big Christmas, just to plug my own book.
Ah.
There you go.
Oh,
What's
the
the
book
name of
called
that
again?
book?
Oh, did you write a holiday book? That's cool.
Yeah, in fact, there's another song in here that
Wow.
also has the title of another one of my Christmas books. Anyone want to guess?
Ooh.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, Blue Christmas. I know.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
Do I get a point for that? Do I get a point? Do I get a point? Do I get a point?
She gets a pity point, Ron. Give her that.
Ah! I got a point.
Just
Pity
give her a
point.
candy cane. Give her one of those tiny little
Pity
candy
point,
canes
yeah.
they give you in school.
That you
It's like,
choke on.
oh, it's the best thing ever.
I got a pity point. Okay.
I wonder if they count in the modern day when they're streaming songs versus when they
Oh.
sold them as physical records. If that has
Oh, that's a
an
good
effect
point.
here.
Yeah.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
We're going to argue that one for a while.
I just
Okay.
know what
I
I just know what the internet tells me.
Okay.
Sadly, though, you guys, we all chose it, so like it's irrelevant, right? Like we
Right,
canceled
right.
each other out.
right. Well, and the funny thing is, though, that just shows you how like ubiquitous that song is.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I was just thinking to myself, it's all I hear during the holidays.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm like,
mad at
stop with the song.
I love it.
Exactly.
Every time she comes on, I'm like, yes.
Okay, question 7. My favorite Christmas movie. According to the movie
Yep.
Elf, what is the first rule of the Code of Elves? Is it make sure your tights don't sag? A. Or is it B, treat every day like Christmas? C, don't get on Santa's naughty list. Or D, candy canes and candy corn are basic food groups.
Oh, I've only seen this movie once.
It's a little bit of a trick question.
Only
No, I know it, though.
once.
I'm guessing.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. See, they're both wrong, so it doesn't matter.
It's B, treat every day like Christmas.
Okay, all right. I should have cheated when Patti said she knew it, but I didn't.
I was just
She didn't
so happy
believe-
to know.
she didn't believe
I was just. I couldn't.
Well, you
have
didn't want to
tricking
get
you.
on Santa's naughty list, and you definitely didn't want to get whistled at.
No.
I think all of them are on the list of things that he says, but
I don't
They
think
are.
he talked about saggy tights. I made that part up.
oh, okay.
No.
That's
the
more.
key-
That's
yeah.
I
like
think
a.
it's the best one.
That's like a,
First
I
rule,
think that's
though.
like a David Sedaris Holidays on Ice answer. Did you all ever read that?
Oh,
No.
I listen to it every Christmas.
I have it.
Oh,
You
do
get-
you really? I'm going to listen to it this year then.
He gets a job as an elf at Macy's at Christmas time, and the elf wrangler gives them some pretty stern talkings to about their tights.
Yes,
Oh, that's
Awesome.
adorable.
it's great. It's Santaland Diaries. It's the best. I think it's his best work.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting tight here. It's getting tight.
Is it Ron? Where are we at,
I
referee?
hope we have a tiebreaker. Okay, go
Chris-
on.
Christy has 2. Kristin has 4. Patti has 2 and a pity point. So she's got 4.
2 and a candy cane. Okay. Question
Kristen
number
has
8.
4. Kristen is winning Christmas right now.
I know.
Question number 8. In A Christmas Story, what was the name of the neighbors whose dog ate the Christmas turkey? Was it A, the Bumpuses, B, the Farkles, C, the Hoffenheffers, or D, the Putzes?
I'm totally guessing on this. I would have zero clue.
You guys,
I love this.
I have never seen A Christmas Story.
I have never
Really?
seen it either, and I felt like it was
No.
a terrible confession. So don't go with our answer, is what she
Yeah,
said.
exactly.
Try out. Good.
Okay. Wow. This is
Wow.
surprising.
Evening the
Yeah.
playing field.
The answer is A, the Bumpuses.
Oh.
Patti got
Patty!
D for victory.
She got an actual real point.
I just mean,
Gosh. Okay.
All right. Question 9. And probably my second favorite Christmas movie. In Love
This is my
Actually,
favorite.
that's my
what
favorite.
does Alan Rickman's character give his wife for Christmas? Is it A,
Oh,
a vibrator, B, a shop vac, C, a Joni Mitchell CD, or D, a copy of the Christmas box?
Copy of the Christmas
I'm-
box.
Everyone knows
Who made up these answers?
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my God. Everybody.
Can't tell?
Everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner
Oh,
except
yeah.
Emma Thompson. She was the big loser.
Oh, poor
Except Emma
thing.
Thompson.
know.
We get the Joni Mitchell
Cry every
CD.
time.
I
All
think
the
long
hot
term she was the
secretary.
winner, though. Long
You know,
term,
I
she
was so
the
mad at Alan Rickman after that movie.
Yep.
I know.
Yep. It
Were you
wasn't
mad
him,
at Tom because you were mad at Alan Rickman?
but-
I was mad at Alan Rickman on behalf of Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
And then I saw an interview with Emma Thompson where she said at that time, she was going through a divorce from her husband, the
Oh.
director, who was cheating on her with someone who she
Oh.
was in a movie with.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
So she was like,
Yep.
she's like, I love that movie is painful for me to talk about because I was living it.
Oh,
I
wow.
hate that.
That's all.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Oh, I have chills. Okay, on to happy things.
All
Okay.
right, question 10. Who makes an appearance in Home Alone 2? Is it A, Bruce Springsteen, B, Britney Spears, C, David Letterman, or D, Donald Trump? World's most famous movie cameo. Oh,
Oh.
Um,
sure, everyone would get it.
Yeah, it was actually D, Donald Trump.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen Home Alone 2.
Oh,
I
really?
must have. I must have, but like probably when I was a kid, maybe. I don't, like, I
Yeah.
don't know. Long time ago.
That's a good one.
Like when Donald
All
Trump
right.
when I didn't realize what destruction he was capable. I'm sorry. Political stuff. Sorry.
Yeah. I think we're getting neck and neck here. Neck and neck, right?
Yeah, wait,
All right.
no, well, no, actually we have
Oh.
we have a leader by a red nose.
I love it.
Patty's at 6, Kristin's at 5, and Kristy's at 4. It's very close.
Oh, Patti pulled ahead late in
Pulling
the
ahead.
game.
Yeah.
Biscuit.
All right.
Seabiscuit.
Now I'm nervous. It's
Question
better when
number
you're
11.
losing. You're like,
Question number 11. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what does Chevy Chase's boss give him as a Christmas gift? Is it A, a honey baked ham, B, a vibrator?
Oh, jeez. Who made this up?
I'm sensing a theme.
I can't take it. Okay.
Is it B, a 1-year subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club, or D, a lamp shaped like a leg?
Oh my gosh.
Answers, please.
Yes.
If anyone says B. Woo! Unanimous.
Everybody's right.
Yes, that is
Everybody's a
correct.
winner.
C. It was
Except
a
Chevy.
1-year subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club.
Thank God. But it makes you think, like, what would the movie have been like if it was any of these others
Well,
on the list?
Vibrator.
Really would have taken on a
especially.
different tenor.
It would
And
have
now
changed
I
everything.
feel so
Not to
sorry
mention the
for.
different rating.
different kind of movie.
Yeah.
I also feel sorry for any true Jelly of the Month Club because nobody is going to
Nobody
buy
wants that.
anybody a Jelly of the Month Club.
Never.
Of all the low down, dirty, rotten.
Of
rights,
the
as White
low-
says.
Yeah.
All right. Question 12, the final question of our game tonight. In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, what's the name of the Grinch's dog? Is it A, Seymour, B, Max, C, Ollie, or D, Nick?
1, 2, 3.
B.
Everybody got it right. It's Max.
Woo, unanimous.
Unanimous. Yay.
All right. Ref,
Well,
where
that's
are we
the
at?
game.
Okay, we are at the Kristy is in 3rd place with 6 points. Kristin is in 2nd place with 7 points, and with a whopping 8 points. Patty
But does that
takes
include
the
my pity
lead.
point? Does that include my pity point?
But that was legit. I thought that was legit.
It was earned. You know what? It was the tiebreaker.
Ron,
So
tell us
okay.
what
you win, fair and
Ron,
square.
tell us what Patti wins.
Well, Patty, you are now the lucky recipient of a subscription to the Jelly of the Month Club with no Christmas bonus.
I was going to say she wins
Of all the low down, dirty, rotten things that you can give to me.
I was going to say she wins a full length mink coat from Dicker and Dicker of Beverly Hills.
Can't
I thought
wait.
you might have another. I thought you might have another prize up your sleeve for them, considering the answers you wrote.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, you guys. Oh, well, that was fun because I won. But let's get on with talking. But let's get on with actually talking about the real star of the show tonight, me, the winner. No, Mary Kay. It's all because of Meg's belief in me. All because we are actually here to talk about Mary Kay's brand new book that we all adore, and not just because we love her, but because we even texted privately about how much we love it.
Yeah.
Mary Kay's brand new book, Bright Lights, Big Christmas.
But before we get rolling with the interview questions, I'd like to acknowledge our t-shirts. This book is an absolute love letter to New York City, in particular New York at Christmas time, which is one of the most glorious places
true.
and times anywhere ever.
And you know what? After reading Bright Lights, Big Christmas, we know you cannot deny it, Mary Kay.
Yeah.
You love New York. It's true. You do. It comes through on every single page.
Yes, it does. And we all love it too. So tonight, we're all proud New Yorkers, or at least proud lovers of New York, especially at Christmas time.
Woo! you. Yeah. So let's get on to the book.
All right, Mary Kay, this is your 5th. Is that right? That's right, right?
I think so.
Including the tiebreaker, Blue Christmas. This is your 5th Christmas book. So what do you...
Oh, was that what the pity point was for?
Sore winner.
Yes, I know, but I said it first. That's how I won. Okay, this is your 5th Christmas
I
book.
texted her the answer, by the way.
No, she didn't. What do you think are the ingredients for a good Christmas book? And not only the ingredients, but what is the on top secret sauce that makes one a Mary Kay Christmas book? Like, for example, how is it different than a Hallmark movie?
Well, I think a good Christmas book first has characters you fall in love with,
Yeah.
and that you want to root for. The second thing I think you want is you do not. I don't want to see. I mean, I write about murdery stuff all the time. I don't want to see a murder in a Christmas book. That's just me.
No.
You know,
A vibrator, yes. A murder, yes. No.
There aren't any of those in this book.
Somebody blow the whistle.
no more vibrator talk, please.
Unless it comes from Hickory Dicker of Beverly Hills.
Let's keep it clean, reindeer. I think you want a ending that makes you smile.
Yeah.
And makes you glad you stuck around for the ending. And as for the secret sauce, I think that makes it one of my books. Hopefully it's the humor.
Yeah.
Hopefully the characters have what I hope is witty banter and a setting. In this one, my character is living, Carrie Tolliver, whose family owns a Christmas tree farm. She's living in a camper with her older brother, Murphy, and he snores and the dog has gas. So, there's a little bit of that. And really what makes it different from a Hallmark movie is these are grown-ups, so they get to have sex. No, seriously, you don't ever see that in a Hallmark
movie. You do not.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, MK. So we heard that the inspiration for Bright Lights, Big Christmas was an article that you read in the New York Times years ago. So can you tell us about that article and the real life family who inspired your story?
Yeah, I read this story a long time ago. And then I was throwing around ideas for another Christmas book. And I think coincidentally, my agent Stuart had seen a story in the New York Times, a second story about this family. And they're the Romp family, and they are from Vermont. And every year they load up Christmas trees. Now the Romps don't grow their trees. They buy them wholesale. And they load up this old camper, and they've been doing this, I think they told me 40 years. And they set up in the real place in Tompkins Square Park in the East Village, and they sell Christmas trees. And so they were the inspiration. So was it 2 years ago we went, Meg?
Yeah. Yeah.
We, Stuart and I went first, my agent and I went first, and we interviewed Billy Romp. He's the patriarch of the family. And we peeked inside the camper and talked to him about, how it goes. You're in a camper. You don't really have plumbing, and the neighbors take care of you. And so that was the inspiration for my story. My story, of course, the family grow their Christmas trees, and they're from North Carolina. They're from actually from the same town that Santa Suit is set in.
Oh, I love that. I like that. That's like a cool through line from your last Christmas book to this one. I always like that. It's kind of like a special treat for readers,
Yeah. I loved it. Was cool to meet those people too, because they're actual real people. And do you remember they told us to go to the other Christmas tree stand and to talk to the girl, because that night she was having a date with the Romp son. And we got over there, we knew, but we didn't want to say anything and be like icky and awkward. But we were like, oh my God, she's going out with him tonight.
Yeah,
she was
so
from
sweet. Alaska.
Yeah. And she was living there by herself on the streets, in the camper. But then we asked her all sorts of things about, did she ever feel unsafe? I remember she was making those ornaments out of a little stump.
Yeah, they had saved the ends of the trunks that they cut off, and she was an artist. And that's kind of where I got the idea for Carrie to be an artist.
I was wondering, and
Oh,
especially
I
for the
love
wreath.
that.
I love to know
God.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
was
wait,
like
what a neat-
What a
drawing
cool new
little
layer.
schemes on these little stump rounds and then like
Oh my
hanging a
gosh.
hook on them. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's
actually
Oh my
bought a
gosh, that's
couple.
awesome.
Did she say
Oh,
she
that's
ever
awesome.
felt unsafe living there? Like on the
But she did it because the neighbors were so great to her, and
Wow.
Wow.
you know, it was a lot of the stuff that's in the book, like people who let her use their shower and their laundry, and
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
That's really neat. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that it come from that particular part had come from a real person. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
and that her situation was much more primitive than the Romps. And she
Yes.
was right on. Was she on what street was she on? Was she on
it was like
Broadway?
6th Avenue or something, like right
Yeah.
in Chelsea. Yeah,
Ooh,
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah.
So
Interesting.
cool.
the thick of it.
So
It was
cool.
a little
Yeah.
neighborhoody than where the Romps are. Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, that's really
amazing.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is, right?
Yeah.
So, Mary Kay, the usual trope for contemporary Christmas books and movies tends to be big city girl or big city guy goes to a small town and falls in love. Then their cold, hard big city heart is softened by the charms of country life. So tell us how you turned that trope on its head with this novel.
Well, the first thing I set out to do with this novel, I thought I don't want to do what so many other Christmas books and Christmas movies do, which is, you go to a small town and find that people are really nice. I thought, what about if I have a small town girl, and Carrie is a small town girl, but she's never felt at home in her small town. She loves her family, but she's never felt like someone. She feels like she was an alien dropped down on the wrong planet. And I think there are people who feel that until they find their happy place or their tribe.
Yeah.
They never really feel at home. So that is sort of what I decided to do with Bright Lights, Big Christmas.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that
Yeah.
too. Because this big city's not so bad,
It's not. No, it's not.
I wouldn't want to live there.
Oh, I would.
Yeah. Well, one of our favorite characters in Bright Lights, Big Christmas is Austin. He's so great.
Yeah.
The dragon-loving little boy who prefers the company of adults to the kids in his class. He kind of is like the beating heart of the story at a certain point. So we hear that you did some research with one of the Friends in Fiction offspring for this book. So do you care to tell us a
Yeah.
little about that?
Yeah,
It was my Megan. It was Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my 19-year-old.
It was my
loves
20. It was
dragons.
my 31-year-old daughter who lives in a rainforest.
And loves dragons.
well, I would call Kristin and say, okay, what's Noah into these days? I need to find out what this little boy cares about. And he's allergic, so he's never had a dog, and his dad's allergic to Christmas trees. So, and that makes Austin even more fascinated with this Christmas tree lot that he pretends is a forest, because he's a city boy. He's never been camping. All he wants to do is go camping.
That's so cute.
So anyway, I had to tap into Kristin's knowledge of that age group.
That's awesome.
I love
It's
that.
so funny because I think you did that in another book where you had
Yeah,
a character
I
watching
did.
Paw Patrol. Yep, I think it was the homewrecker.
No, it was the newcomer.
It was the newcomer. You're right.
Right.
And it's funny because at this age, kids move through those phases so quickly. So like
Yeah.
Noah's not into dragons anymore, but like this book will always be a snapshot of a time in his life when he
I love
was. So
that.
I
Oh,
think
I
that's
love that.
beautiful.
That's really
yeah.
awesome.
What is he into?
Oh,
Pornhub.
yeah.
Taking it right back there.
You're
No.
I gotta go. I
You're
gotta
too
go.
close.
My time is up.
He's into Roblox right now, which is like a video game. Yeah. Yeah.
So onto a little more charming component. We're fascinated with the idea of creating a village of your own in the big city and kind of a little mini world building. Can you talk about the real life corner of the West Village and how that all came to be? You've told us a little bit about your research with the Christmas tree people, but you also created this whole community of people and stuff. So what kind of research and how did that all come about?
Well, the first time I went, my agent and I went, and we talked to Billy Romp, and actually has a little book that was published by my publisher, St. Martin's Press, several years ago, and I think it's called Christmas on Jane Street. I think you can still get it, and it's his story of being with his family over the years. And so Meg and I went back, and I think I went 3 times, and it was like last Christmas, I was like, oh, I have to go to New York because, I'm writing this book. I got to go back for one more research trip.
Yeah.
And it was interesting because Stuart and I were walking down the street. And we ran into a dear writer friend, John Searle, who happens to live in that neighborhood in the East Village. And he was walking his dog. He has an Instagram famous dog, Ruby. Yeah.
I'm
Ruby
trying
has
to have an arranged marriage with Ruby and Salt, but
Ruby has her own Instagram feed. So I put John and his husband Thomas in the book. So there are several little Easter eggs in there. And the park is Tompkins Square Park. And there is a little restaurant there. It's a French restaurant, but I made it an Italian restaurant in the book. And Stuart and I sat on the bench in front of that restaurant, and Stuart drank fancy coffee, and I, of course, had hot chocolate. And it was cold, and I sort of got into the mood of the book. And we saw the lights. They run power from this restaurant across the street in real life to the Romps trailer because they don't have any power of their own, and they have an arrangement with the Romps have an arrangement with the restaurants. They trade Christmas trees for meals.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's wonderful.
So that's kind of how a lot of the stuff in the book came to be. And then, of course, I just kind of took off on my own flight of fancy.
We love your flights.
Yes.
Love it.
We do, but it's cool to hear about the real life backbone to it. You know what I mean? Like some of that stuff was stuff I didn't know, and it deepened my appreciation for the book, I think.
Oh, thank you.
That's awesome.
You did a good job with there's like a little bodega owner, right? And that whole thing, and the bakery. The bakery's real too, because when you and I were there, we had pastries from that little bakery.
Yeah. I named it something
tiny.
else.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
It is. I think only 3 people can fit in there at one time.
Yeah.
So, suffering for your art.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, another French pastry for research.
so hard.
All right, let's end the night with a lightning round. Oh, I wish I had the old graphic with the Patti. Can you do some sound effects?
No.
There you go, lightning round.
Oh, it's ka-ching. There it is.
Well done, Sean.
Dawn,
Yeah.
you're the best.
Yay,
Bonus points.
Sean, that was quick on the draw, baby.
Yeah.
On it.
Extra candy canes for Sean.
Yep.
Okay, everybody answers these. Do you have any favorite New York City haunts at Christmas time?
Mm.
I have never been to New York at Christmas time.
Really?
Kristin.
Kristin, we
Oh,
thank
Kristin.
you.
Kristin, I have
She's
You're
out.
dismissed.
You're just.
She's totally outside.
bye.
Aw.
I
Wrong
have
please whistle.
special
Wrong.
talents, but New York at Christmas is one of them. So I will take you. We'll do all.
Okay, yay! I'm in. Let's do
Bring
it.
it on. I
Okay.
love it.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna
What's
need
your favorite,
to.
Kristy?
Yeah. Go.
I mean, my grown up is Bergdorf, just all the decorations and the, but I mean, just everything. But like some of them we're getting ready to talk about. So, but I will tell you, if you've never done Saks Fifth Avenue does a Christmas brunch before the store opens with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which does not sound Christmassy, but it like somehow
Wow.
is. So it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and Santa and all of that. And that is super cool because I feel like it's maybe not quite as well known as some of the others. But they also, anyway, I could go on and on.
That's awesome.
So I will not. I'll spare
I
you.
have 2 off the beaten path ones, sort of. But
Okay.
one, I used to work at Penguin, and that's down on Hudson Street, and it's right across the street from Jacques Torres Chocolate Shop, and they have the most insane window displays, and they make all the chocolate there. So they have these giant Santas, and you go in there, and it just feels so festive with all their Christmas beautifully designed Christmas things displayed. And they make this stuff called Wicked Hot Chocolate, which has a little cayenne pepper in it. And it just, I don't know, I would wander in there and it would just give me all the feels.
I want
And
one
then the
now.
other one I love is these little the Christmas stalls at Columbus Circle.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, you were?
That's what I was gonna. Yeah.
Right at the top of Central Park.
Yes.
And there's all these little stalls, and they sell all sorts of ornaments and gifty things and things you wouldn't find in the mall. And it's just cool.
And everybody's in such a good mood, and they're like
Yeah.
bopping around, buying Christmas gifts, and
Yeah, I love it in there.
Yep.
That's great.
Patty, what
Well,
about you?
Oh, I
Ron?
just said. Yep. What about you, Ron?
Right. Well, it used to be, I'm like Kristy, olden days, I used to love to go to Henry Bendel and see all of their
Okay, so
decorations.
I was like, I know Ron's going to say that. It was
That's how we bonded. We bonded
It is.
over Henry Bendel.
Yeah.
But now they found another spot that's kind of off the beaten path like Meg's, but they took a part of the of Grand Central Station that they converted these old offices into this big giant just little bar and restaurant called the Campbell, and you can only get to it from the other side. And it's when it's all decked out for Christmas, the decorations are unbelievable, and
Oh, I
it's
have
just
to go.
so
I
nice to
haven't
go
been.
in there.
I
Yes.
haven't been. I would
I
check
went
that
to
out.
Campbell.
I went a couple years ago, and they have an amazing cocktail menu.
Yes, they do.
Good to know.
bonus.
Mhm.
That's
Meg.
awesome.
These are the important things to know.
Meg already said
Oh.
yours, didn't you?
What?
Did you say yours?
I did. I said
Yeah, the hot
Christmas
chocolate thing.
dolls and the hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah. Well, mine, I like the Ralph Lauren flagship store.
Oh.
It
Ah.
is decked out for Christmas in the way that only Ralph Lauren could do. And Tom and I were there one year. We used to go right. Our anniversary is November 27th, so we used to go for our anniversary. And one year we were there, and they had this living room set up with all Ralph Lauren stuff. I mean, it looks like a house. The whole mansion is an old, very famous mansion. And there's this beautifully decorated living room with a fake fireplace with a gorgeous tree. And they had like a Chase lounge in there. And there was a family, and they had somebody taking their Christmas card pictures. And they said every year we come to the Ralph Lauren store and we take our Christmas picture for our Christmas card.
Oh,
Awesome.
wow.
That is
I
awesome.
love it.
Great
I love
idea.
it.
And I
Yeah.
love the other thing I love is at the Met, at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, they have the incredible Italian creche. They're like hand
I
carved.
didn't know that.
Oh, it's magnificent.
wow.
Okay.
It's really something to see. Oh, and then actually, Tom and I have done this maybe once or twice. You take the train to the New York Botanical Garden, right? Or is that the
Yep.
Brooklyn Botanical?
It's in the Bronx, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's they have an entire huge Christmas village set up in one of the greenhouses, and everything in it, and the trains are running through it. So it's model trains.
Wow.
It's
cool.
vintage model trains running through this village, and everything except the trains themselves are made out of parts of trees and flowers and
Vegetation. It's so
I want to see
breathtaking.
that.
Very
It's
cool.
breathtaking.
and
Yeah.
they have people selling food and cocktails, and it's cold and it's lit up. It's really pretty magical.
Wow.
It's really
That's
festive
awesome.
and
Yeah.
so cool because you could get stuck just looking at the smallest little thing because
Yeah.
everything's made of like branches and twigs and bark and moss
Pine
and,
and little pieces
So
of pine
cool.
cone.
yeah, it's really neat.
Wow.
Okay, question 2. When's the last time you visited the tree at Rock Center in person, Kristin?
On television.
This year, Kristin gets to go.
This-
Exactly.
yeah.
2023.
Oh, I love it. I went last year,
2019 is kind of sad.
Yeah.
2019.
I was there last year.
Yeah.
I was there last year.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, doing research.
In fact,
Awesome.
I would say that the last 4 years, or sorry, 3 years, would be the only 3 years of my entire life that I have not been in New York. to see-
Wow.
We lived there.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We always went for the lighting
Wow.
every year,
Oh.
forever and ever. even after we didn't live there. So I would say that's kind of sad. That makes me sad. I have to go this year.
Wait, especially you Simon and Schuster ladies, you have to go to the
No, I
offices.
was there last year. And what was so great is that's when I got to meet with my editor and I could see it right from the building and I could walk by it.
That's what I was
Awesome.
doing for years. Is that we would have like a family trip and I would go do my meetings and
For
it's
folks
pretty
watching at home, Simon and Schuster is in Rockefeller Center, and so some of the office windows actually look out right onto the tree. It's crazy, and you they can see the tree lighting, from work. They don't even have to leave their desk.
They can see the Today Show from their windows too. It's all right there. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Okay, question 3: have you ever ice skated at Rock Center or in Central Park at the holidays?
No.
We took our kids there one year, right after Christmas. Their Christmas present was we took them to New York. It was their first time for Christmas, and so they skated at Rock Center.
Awesome.
I have not. Kristy, have you?
Yeah, but I have a pro tip for you guys for Rock Center ice skating, because the line is punishing. Like you have to wait in line for like hours. But if you go to the Santa brunch at Rock Center, you get VIP skate passes and you get to see them fly. It's like so anybody out there
know?
Pro tip, man.
That is good to know.
Yep. My tip is to find the restaurant that looks over the thing. And we found a really good one last year to just watch everybody fall on their keisters.
Which is why, even though I grew up right around here, I never went. I've never skated. I go all the time and watch the people skating, but I'm not so good on ice skating. So it's not very festive. Falling down and breaking your ankle. Yeah. Okay. Question 4: have you ever gone to see the Radio City Christmas Spectacular?
No.
No, I've always wanted to though. Maybe I'll go this year.
I say Friends in Fiction field trip. It is magical.
Sean is saying Sean says 20 times.
times.
You've seen the Radio City Christmas Spectacular
15
times?
maybe.
I would bet
Wow, Sean.
I would bet I've seen it at least 15.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Good every time.
Thanks, Grandma, he says.
It is good every time, isn't it? You think you're over it, or you're just going for your kid or something, and then you go again and you're like, this is amazing.
And it's like Christmas has welled up inside of you and taken over your person when you
takes every Christmas story and puts it all on a stage with
Okay, I'm gonna try and go.
The rock.
I'm gonna try and
That
go.
sounds awesome.
It's magic.
Animals,
Jeff has never been, so we're going to try to go on our trip this year because he's never been to see it. But I've seen the Easter one. It's almost exactly the same. It's almost exactly the same.
Wow.
I've never seen. I didn't know there wasn't.
I didn't know that was
Oh, here's a real quick fun story. I took my son to New York for his 8th birthday, and it was so funny. Everything about it was so funny. I got a lot of stories, but we went to see that, and we were around all these people in furs and diamonds and things, and then the Rockettes come out, and this 8-year-old boy goes like, "Whoa, Dad, nice legs." I'm like, swallow me now.
That's
hilarious.
One of the instructors at my gym is a retired Rockette.
Wait, phone's coming on.
Oh,
Sean is here.
You didn't hear that?
What?
Well,
That was just for Ron. I just wanted to do that for your joke. I promise.
nice.
I love it.
So one of
We're all nice, folks.
one of the instructors at my gym is a retired Rockette, and she has so many stories from working
I bet.
at the
Wow.
at the Christmas Spectacular.
Wow, neat.
Yeah, some real behind the scenes stuff.
I did an event with Fiona this summer with Fiona Davis, whose last book was about the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes. And one of the women in the audience was a Rockette who had come specifically, like a former Rockette.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was probably like in her 70s who had come to see
That's
Fiona.
awesome.
It was really neat.
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
And then you're thinking about all the people who like dreamed of being that as a little girl, and then they're on stage. Guys, they did these dance classes every day on Instagram during the beginning of the pandemic, and I want to let you know that I would not have made it as a rock.
No.
Yeah, no.
Same.
I don't need any Instagram live video to tell you that.
Sean
No.
also says same.
Okay. Has anyone ever seen the Nutcracker perform at the New York City Ballet?
No.
That would be really neat. Miami City Ballet. I've seen that one.
Kristy's seen it.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Oh.
But again, like I lived there when I was little. So, you know, you did all the things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
It's another one. That's
my husband's mom would like took them like several times, and he just is like, it was like, you know, he was like 5, 6, 7 and thought it was like the worst thing in the entire world. And it was like being punished and awful. And anyway, I just think that's so funny. So I've not taken little Will because but maybe he's old enough now.
You can take him on a fishing tournament. Yeah.
When
So
Katie
Ron-
was about 6, my sister and I took her to the Fox to see the Nutcracker with the
Oh.
Atlanta Ballet. She was
Love that.
all dressed up in her candy cane dress, and she looked so adorable. And everybody there had little girls all dressed up. And at some point, she stretches and lays down in my lap and my sister's and says very dramatically, "When do they sing?"
That's adorable.
There's no
Oh,
singing.
That's so sweet.
Adorable.
Wait, so Ron, have you never been?
Not New York, no.
Okay.
But that's, you know, I want to try something new every year I go because I'm so
Yeah.
a spoiled
Yeah.
brat. We get to go every year for my birthday and our anniversary. So
I love it.
it's only been for like the last 5 years, but I always try something new. So maybe
Add it
that's
to your list. It's so
Yeah.
well worth it. It's really beautiful.
Hey,
I was
maybe we
thinking
should put post a list on the page for our favorite haunts at
Ooh, I love
Woodson.
Yeah.
all the
Yes,
things
yes,
we
yes.
talked
Yeah.
about.
Which
Yeah.
I will
idea.
shamelessly steal for my first New York Christmas trip.
Yeah.
Boy, we have quite the itinerary for you.
I know, I'm excited.
Oh.
I can already see it coming together.
We're all taking you. We're going to take you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I don't even
Okay.
have to steal the list.
And you
guys
have to
are
do
the
some
list.
Frozen too. Like if you take Noah, it's so good on Broadway. Like
Okay.
I remember my dad was like, seriously, I have to go see Frozen. And he looked at me halfway. He's like, this is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
That's
Awesome.
love
That's
it.
great.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow, y'all.
Yeah.
Now I want to
know.
go to New York for Christmas.
I-
Now I
right?
want it to be
No.
Christmas. Thanks
All
to
right.
Bright Lights Big Christmas. I wish it was Christmas right now.
It feels like it is already. Exactly. Maybe that's just because I'm wearing reindeer antlers. though.
Yes.
And you have
Maybe.
Maybe
Christmas,
it's because
you have Christmas in your heart. So
I do have Christmas in my heart. That's true.
and on your
It's
head.
because she lives every day as if it's Christmas Day.
That's right.
Are you saying that just because I'm the size of an elf, Meg? Is that what this
No,
is about?
I'm saying you're
no,
following.
she's saying it because it's the first rule of elf code.
I know,
Code
that's
of
what I'm
elf.
saying. Just because I'm the size of an elf.
Yeah.
She also
Wow.
never has saggy tights. Never.
My
Never.
legs don't
Never.
sag. Everyone knows that. All the
Everyone knows that.
Well, wait, this could get real ugly.
This is fun.
Okay, you guys, what an app. That is the most fun I've had in a long. My face hurts from laughing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Wonderful.
And for all of you out there,
Face hurts from laughing because she won.
It's true.
Yeah,
I won.
exactly.
It's
Everyone-
called, it's
From
called
laughing.
bloating.
I was gonna say from victory smirking, maybe.
Yeah. It's the-
We'll
it's the-
never hear the end of it.
wow,
You
victory,
activated the gloating muscles in your cheeks.
victory is mine. All right. For all of you out there, remember that you can find all of our back episodes on YouTube. If you want to watch this again, you can see it on YouTube. If you want to watch me win again, you can watch on YouTube. And we will be back next week without our antlers to talk to Jessica Knoll about her new novel, Bright Young Women. This novel has been getting all the buzz. Meg and Kristin have been reading it and just say it's
I love
incredible,
it.
and I can't wait to read it. So we have a great episode in store for you, and we can't wait. So thank you for being with us, and we will see you next week.
And thanks to all of you for tuning in. And to my friends and family, friends and fiction family, thanks for all the support. You guys mean the world to me. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Buy her book, damn it.
Yeah.
So good.
Thank you for tuning in. You can join us every week on Facebook or YouTube, where our live show airs on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, subscribe to our podcast and follow us on Instagram. We're so glad you're here.